Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If today is the first time stopping by, you're so welcome. My name is Salasi. I'm a registered nurse here in Ghana. In today's video, I want to talk about some few do's and don'ts, six do's and six don'ts of nursing school. These are just some of the things I wish somebody told me or sat me down to tell me don't do it or do these things so that your nursing school will be easy, fun, and less stressful. So if you're interested in knowing my do's and don'ts of nursing school, let's get right into it. So I'll start with the don'ts and then the do's. So the first don't is not to skip classes. Do not skip classes. Skipping classes will cost you a lot. Skipping classes, especially if you are someone who, if you don't hear it from the source, you don't trust the information. So skipping classes is a no for you, because even in the classes, some of the points you see that the tutor is keeps hammering on, you know that, oh, this one there, samba quiza, ebeba midsem, and as ebeba end of semester. So going to class regularly helps you pick up some of the possible exam questions that you are likely to be asked in your exams. And also, some tutors take attendance very seriously. So when they find out that you are somebody who likes skipping their classes, it can go against you. So don't skip classes. Number 2, don't be late for classes. Don't be late for class. Discipline yourself with your time. You know, when you get to school, get your course outline, get your timetable ready so you know which class is coming what time. And then make sure, even if nothing, at least 10 minutes before classes, you get 10 minutes before the classes begin, you are there. Nursing school here in Ghana, I don't know how it is now, but back in our days, it was just like, it's just a little higher than senior high school. So tutors can sack you from their class for coming late. Tutors can punish you, like ask you to kneel down, ask you to go for runs and all of that. Tutors can do that to you. And when they realize that, oh, you are always coming to class late, it pisses them off. The third don't is not to waste your time in studies. What do I mean by that? You know, you've been to school before, and from primary, JHS to SHS, you know the times that you study well. Like, you know that, oh, when I wake up at dawn and everything is quiet, the weather is calm, that is when I absorb information the most. Or in the evening when everybody is studying, I get motivated to also study. Know this one so that you don't waste your time studying at a time that you know that like I will not absorb anything. So know your time of studying so that you don't waste time in studies, because what's the essence of sitting behind a book, wasting your energy, and then the appropriate time for you to study, rather, you're already exhausted and so you have to sleep. So manage your time well. Know when to study and when to rest so that your time will be more productive. Number 4, don't wait till last minute to do your assignments. And then at the end of the day, you'll be doing your assignments in a rush. See, and when you get to school, designate one book that is always with you, or even if it's just a small hand notebook, something like this, that is always with you to purposely for assignments for all your courses. So you write the assignments, write the due date, and sometimes because the discussion have already gone on in class, you already have the fresh knowledge in your mind. And some of the things that were discussed in class is what will help you to do your research more, to do the assignment. So don't wait last minute to do your assignment. And not submitting your assignment pisses tutors off so bad that if you don't take care, you fail that course. If you have 2 or more, let's say you had 3 classes that day and all 3 classes gave assignments, prioritize them according to the time of submission. So which one will be going first? You do that, put it down, do the next one, put it down, so that you don't rush. Sometimes these small things add to the stress of nursing school. So when you take it off, you see that you are free to do other things and focus on other things. Okay? Number 5, do not wait till exam time to do all your studies. Don't pile your materials, you just be going to classes and come and dump the book, go to class, come and dump the book until it gets to revision week when there are no more classes. Maybe I can say 2 weeks to revision, then serious learning starts. When you do that, it means you are just studying for exams. You are just studying for exams, and that you are not really getting the training that you want to get. Yes, you might study in that pressure time, because someone might tell you that, oh, me, I study best when there's pressure. Oh, as I'm saying, that is where I learn best. Yes, you will learn at that time, but because there's pressure on you to learn a lot of material, you see that you are just chewing, and then you pour during the exam and forget about it, because assuming you are doing about 6 courses in one semester and you are learning 6 courses in 2 weeks, because 2 weeks for revision, you see that that's a lot of information that you are jamming into your brain. So the brain will automatically lose some when you are done utilizing it. And so instead of learning to understand and apply, you are just chewing, pouring, and forgetting. Then tip number 6, don't only rely on your tutor's lectures to be the only source of information for you. No, 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 no. In fact, if I had discovered YouTube as a visual learner, if I had discovered YouTube before nursing school, I think I would have done better. And videos help a lot in explaining things better. The library books are there, your textbooks are there. So don't just rely on your tutor's handouts as the holy grail for that program. No. Get additional information. Make the information make sense to you, so that you learn more with understanding rather than just knowing the thing. When you learn with understanding, you don't forget it. But when you know the thing and you don't apply it, you see that you lose that information. So look for other sources of information to cushion your learning. And tutors like students who go the extra mile to look for additional information to explain things better, especially when you're doing presentations and assignments and all of that. Tutors like those kind of things. That can even guarantee your A in their exams. So always look for additional information. It will make you excel in nursing school. Okay, so those are 6 don'ts for nursing school. Now let's talk about some do's of nursing school. Things that you should definitely do to excel in nursing school. The number 1 thing you should definitely do is to study at your most productive time, at the time that you know that this one I will absorb all the information, make it make sense to me. So by now you should be figuring out, if you don't know it yet, you should be figuring out, am I a morning person? Am I an afternoon person? Am I a night person? So do proper studying at the time that you know that this is the time I can absorb. But other times you can just be reading through to get a fair idea of what the course or the lesson is about. And the second thing you should do is to switch up your study method. Always sitting down behind a book, reading, unless you are someone who likes to read and write, because we have different learning styles, and I'll talk about that in another video. So if you're someone who likes to read, then you will find that comfortable. But studies have shown that when you switch up your learning style, maybe you like reading, but you watch a video about what you read, it makes it like the two informations come together to make sense to you. So switch up the study style so that you don't get bored. You study on your own for a while, and then times that you know that if I study alone, I won't absorb, you do your group studies, then you watch videos online, you do your research. So this, from different angles, you come together to make studies better. The third thing you should always do after studying is to test yourself. Test yourself on the things you have read. Ask your seniors if they have past questions. So when you have these past questions, after studying, you can try your hands on the past questions to see if this thing comes in the exam. How will I answer it? Or even in some textbooks, they put study objectives or learning objectives at the end of this chapter. You'll be able to do this, you'll be able to define that, you'll be able to understand that. So when you are done with that chapter, you can look at the objectives and see, okay, can I define this? Do I understand this? How will I explain this? Then that will let you know whether learning has really gone down or you need more time with that chapter. The fourth thing that you should always do or try and do is to prepare before class. Like read something about the lesson you'll be doing in class before class begins. One thing that we had going for us in nursing school is that at the beginning of every semester, every tutor will bring us the course outline for the classes that they will be taking us through. So we had the lessons from crane to crank, like the topics for that course. So we knew at each point what we were going to do. And sometimes tutors will come to class and tell you, okay, we are done with this. Next time we meet, we are going to do this. So you know that, okay, next class, this is what we are going to handle. So that you can read something before that, so that you don't get to class now say new information. No, when you read before that class, you already have some questions ready for the tutor to answer. So then the classes become more engaging. You are able to ask questions for clarification. So always make time to read some of the things that you'll be doing in class for better understanding. And also get into study groups, because you can't do it all alone. Nursing school, you can't do it all alone. That's the mistake some of us did, especially me. I thought I didn't like studying in groups. I thought studying on my own suits me better than studying in groups. But during our licensing exam, and I realized that no, I should have done this from the beginning, because those who were in study groups and all, you see that they have this support system in place that help them to push on, because your friend is pushing. So you have to, some of the study group even set grades for some of the courses they discuss. So as for this course, we are all getting A's, or at least we are all getting B's. So then it motivates you to also be up and about. But if the study group becomes a concert group, feel free to leave that group. You go for group studies, you discuss one line, and the next 2 hours is all about gossiping. That will not help you. It won't benefit you in any way. So if you are in a study group that you find is not productive, leave. Just find an excuse. Or if you are someone who is blunt, tell them, I'm not coming again. I've left your group. Nobody will beat you. Now you carry your money, come nursing school now. Who will come and beat you because you don't want to be in their group? And also make friends, okay? And also find time to rest and relax, because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So find time to rest, rejuvenate, re-energize, and then wake up and get to it again. And I'm sure nursing school will be fun and less stressful for you. So these are my do's and don'ts for nursing school. Like this video, share and subscribe if you've not done that yet. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.